Well, hello everyone, and welcome to another 15 minutes of Minecraft. And in today's episode, well, we're going to be working on some carts. Right here, we're going to do a broken cart. And right here down the road, towards the entrance to Hobbit HQ, I don't go too far. There's the Hobbit HQ entrance. We're gonna go right here, and we're also gonna put a cart and a traveler. Now that's not all we're gonna do, and I have to clean up this mess behind me from this build that I did right here, which was our last episode for WhimsyCraft. So if you haven't checked that out, go check that out because that turned out pretty good with Hobbit HQ. But what I would like to do is add a few more carts than just them two, maybe one more, and maybe even add some horses. We want to do something to bring some life to this area and include it in our build. So I think what we'll do is we'll start right here. I've got the normal materials, right? So we've got a bunch of building materials that could be used to build a cart with, and a bunch of materials to fill the carts with. After all, people do get hungry on these long journeys. So I'm going to lay all this stuff down right here, and then we'll go ahead and get started with today's build. Okay, well the first thing we're going to want to do is kind of clear this out and level this little area so that we have room to actually build the cart. So let's take this back a little bit. We'll see what we're working with behind it. Okay, so looking at it, I think it's going to work out really well. We're getting a little bit of those flowers to peek through that we put up there. And if we continue that on here, I think we won't have to do too much to the back. And I think we have enough room right here to possibly go ahead and put our cart. What I do want to do is I want to bring this tree down a little bit. I don't want to take any of them out, but I do need this to come down to this level. Alright, and now that we have it all cleared out, let's go ahead and start trying to place some things down. So this is going to be the one that is tipped over. So we want to make it look like it's tipped over. That's going to be a challenging thing in Minecraft, but I think what we'll do is we'll lay the wheels there, kind of like it fell over. And then I kind of think I want it this way, so we'll do a fence. And then maybe like a fence gate, something like that. And then we'll do, it's vertical, right? Oh, because it's upside down. It's looking like something. Alright, so then let's go in with a bunch of spruce trap doors. And I think what I'll do is I'll do it this way. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, maybe. I think so, but I think what we're going to do is we're going to bring this forward. I think that'll give it the illusion that we're looking for. Oh, put that in the wrong spot. And we'll break this. And now we can kind of start to see this come together. So I think the next thing to do is figure out our height that we want to do. So I'm going to bring these trapdoors back down because it's just easier to lay them this way. And then we'll do one here, one here, one here, and one there. Flip them back up. And now we have the height of our cart here. So that's going to be what would be the bottom of the cart. Now we need to put two more trapdoors. We're going to do here and there. And now it's starting to look like the cart has been tipped over. Now we still have this weird gap here in between this and the actual bottom of the cart. And I think what I'm going to do is it's going to be a lot of trapdoors on this one. But I think if I do this and this, does that work? I think what I want to do actually is change out some of these for spruce blocks. Just these two. I think I want to do something like that. Yeah, I'm thinking that looks a lot better. Now, what we want to do is start to create the side of it. So what we're going to do is the same thing. We're just going to add a bunch of trapdoors right up here. And I think the easiest way is we're going to throw a block right there, just so we can use that to come right across and add our trapdoors. Now we'll remove this block right here. And it's really starting to look like it's a cart that has fell over. Now, we also want to put one right up here, so that when you're looking at it from this way, it continues on all the way to this edge here. And then that looks like it's the foot platform where you'd rest your feet. And because it's fallen over on this side here, we probably want to make it look like part of it has kind of fallen off and broken away, kind of like that. Maybe even moving this one to there. Yeah, I kind of like that. Now, of course, we have to add whatever this cart was carrying, and in this case, it's going to be hay bales. So what we're going to do is we're going to add a couple here, kind of laid out, and then we'll even bring them down here a little bit. so that it looks like they've kind of tumbled down the hill. And now it's definitely looking like this traveler has had some problems. But what caused the problems? That's a key question. Well, I'm thinking this person might have ran into some trouble getting into a little bit of mud. The problem is, well, there is no mud around here, so we need to get mud, which I don't have, but that's nothing that a quick stop at the mud shop can't fix. So let's grab some packed mud and get back to this project. And now that we have all of our mud, we're just going to start laying some down. So we're going to get rid of all this so that it looks like this, and then we're going to start placing in our mud. So we want the darkest and the wettest stuff maybe up here. And what I'm thinking about doing is maybe if I take a little bit of mud, put it there, put some mangrove root there, we'll waterlog them so it looks like there's actually some water down there, and then we'll kind of surround that with a mixture of mud, muddy mangrove roots. We'll do packed mud on the outside to look like it's dried out a little bit, and then we'll add in some pod soil in some different places to make it look like the ground is really saturated towards this middle section here as well. So I'm going to spread this around and I'll be right back. And just like that, we have one muddy mess. Now I've tried to keep everything here towards the center of the cart where most of the water is, and that's going to be where they probably pulled over and had the worst of luck. Everything else, if they would have stayed right around here, they would have been okay. That didn't work out. But now that we're done with this cart, we need to move on to the next one. And don't worry, we'll get all the flowers and the small details at the end. Now we need to move all of our stuff further on down there, set our spawn, remove all these, fly back to the base and drop them all off so that we can unload them just like the rest of these when we have time, which might take a lot of time, because with each project we keep stacking up materials. But now we have enough room here to build our next cart. Alright, the first thing we want to do is put 2 fences, just like this. Then we want to come in with our stairs, just like that. 2 slabs down below. We'll continue that on down with some trapdoors up top, just like this. Squat and pop that there. There we go. Now we want to put our wheels in, and they're going to go right about here, just like that. And we'll do one on this side as well. And now it's really starting to look like a little cart. Now let's add 2 spruce fence gates, and we want them just like this. So that one there, just like that. Okay, and I think on the back, what we're going to do is we're going to throw 2 furnaces on here. One there, and one over here. Just like that. Let's throw some ladders right here and here, just to disguise it a little bit. Alright, so now what we want to do is maybe put a chest here. So we'll do a trapdoor right here, just one. And then we'll do a trapdoor here as well. That's not a trapdoor. There we are. And then we're going to throw one more trapdoor right here against this chest. It's going to stick out a little bit more than the rest, but it'll still blend in, and that allows us to put the chest up there. Now let's put a trapdoor right here, kind of as an opening, and then we need to put a roof on this, so let's go ahead and add 2 more posts, just like that. We'll do 2 more over here as well, just like that. Now we'll throw some trapdoors right on top, just like this, and we'll fix the rotation in a minute. There we go. And then we'll just continue all the way across. And then we'll fix this one right here so that it lines up with the rest. Alright, and now what we want to do is add a few signs here and there just to kind of close off the area, make it look a little bit better, like a cart. There we are, just like that. The back, I might even, we might even do spruce trapdoors back here as well. Let's see how this looks. Yeah, I like that a lot better. Alright, so we're going to do that. And I think what I'm going to do is actually change out some of these fences, get rid of the spruce, and I think what I want is dark oak, just to give a little bit of variety in the color. I think so we'll do that, and then we'll change the top pieces as well. Like that, and one more over here. Like that. I think that looks a lot better. And you know what? I think I want to change the roof out for some dark oak as well, so let me do that. Okay, and there we go. I actually left the roof the way that it was because I kind of like that a little bit better, and I felt like doing the dark oak was a little too much. And then we just did a little bit of dark oak accents all the way around it. So now that the cart is built, we need to add a little bit more to this area just to give it a little bit more visual representation of what this is. And for us, this is going to be a golden carrot cart. So what we need to do is set it up to people know that golden carrots are made here. And how do you do that? Well, playing with a lot of blocks. So the first thing I want to do is I want to get a cauldron set up, and I'm going to use some armor stand magic to do this. But I wanted to make it look like there's an area where you're dipping the carrots into actual gold. So we want to make a little workstation right over here that the cart owner is kind of set up. So the first thing is, well, we need to make our gold dip. To do that, I'm going to put a cauldron, and then I'm going to drop in a armor stand. We're going to do gravity, no, show arms, yes. We're going to place the block in the hand. Set the block so that it aligns with the ground, and then also we're going to bring back our armor stand just so we know where to click and can find it right now. Then we're going to take the armor stand, once again, turn the gravity off, bring it up just a good bit so that we can actually see that what we're doing. To make it fit in this cauldron over here, let me reposition. So what we need to do is go ahead and we're going to scale it up to about 2. So we're going to do double the size. And then I've got to align this block into this cauldron. And there we go. Now when you look down in that definitely looks like some kind of gold liquid. And one key thing to make sure when you're doing this is because we made the block bigger, it can jump out the bottom of the cauldron there. So you always want to make sure that you're not exposing the actual block magic underneath the cauldron. And we look like we're doing pretty good here. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, I'm going to lock the block state, so that way the interaction is locked, so if anybody comes through here they won't accidentally mess it up. We're going to go invisible with the armor stand. And then there we go. Now we have basically what it looks like is something to dip your carrots in to make them golden. So the next thing we need to do is start adding a little bit more of a crafting station to show that carrots are being made here. So what we need to do is set up the cooking station, right? Because, well, nobody wants to eat raw carrots. So the first thing I think we'll do is we'll throw these two right here, and that's really getting into the path. But you know what? I think that's kind of the point, because this guy really wants people to pay attention that he's here. If we're going to put them here, so what we need to do is remove this block and this block right here. We'll pop down 2 campfires, just like that. We'll put these right on top, this and this coming out the side, just like that. Then what we'll do is we'll come in here with some item frames, and we'll do a item frame here. We'll do an item frame here. Oh, not right there. Do one right there. Let me grab that. And this basically is your everyday kind of grill smoker that you see everybody build. This is a basic design that I honestly don't know who came up with it originally, but we're going to use it today because it works for what we need. So there we are. We have a grill. We'll do a regular carrot there, and we'll do another one over there. Now we need to place a few of them on the grill, and that again is where armor stand magic comes in. Okay, now that we have our grill set up, which is looking pretty good, what we need to do is kind of set up a finishing station, right? And just like that, we have some golden carrots on the cutting board ready to go. Now, I also think that he should probably have some more barrels around here. And there we are. Now we have a fully set up carrot shop mobile. I think it looks pretty good. Now, something I want to do here towards the end is I'm going to add some armor stands that actually look like somebody's over here trying to sell this stuff. But before we do that, I want to add in the last cart, and I want to put that kind of in the middle between that one and the one that we built over there. So I'm going to put it somewhere right around here. But I think that is starting to look like a carriage. Now this little cart is missing 2 things. It's missing some horses and, well, somebody trying to drive it. So what I need to do is some armor stand magic up here to make it look like somebody's there, or at least standing beside it. I think I might put them standing beside it, like they're giving the horse a rest. And then we need to put some horses over here. Okay, so we've added the horses, and we've added this little guy over here trying to feed the horses. And then right over here, I've added this guy selling some carrots, and he's all decked out in gold because he sells the golden carrots. If you didn't know, that's the money-making job because, well, everybody needs golden carrots. It seems to be a main food source in this world. What I need to do is start adding in all the flowers and the details here, just like we have over here. So give me a moment to put in 1,000,000 flowers, and I'll be right back. And there we have it. There is a ton of flowers everywhere. And I've also went through and finished off all these mushrooms, continuing the mushroom stem down and only leaving like one block of light in there. And I think that makes a much more subtle light source and looks much better for the path. And that means that we have completed the path to Hobbit HQ, which also means that the next 15 minutes of Minecraft, well, it'll be something else completely different, and who knows, maybe even in a completely different place. Now I'm going to add a nice cinematic of everything that we've built through this path here at the end of this video, kind of looking at all of the builds leading up to this final point that we've worked on today. Now I always enjoy all of you being here and watching all of these videos, and if you do enjoy these, go ahead and check out the description below where you can find all of my links, including the link to the WhimsyCraft Discord and my other channels, including my VODs channel, where I post all of my videos from the live streams on Twitch every Saturday. Also go check out all the other Whimsies and their socials because, well, their videos are pretty cool too. And until the next one, everyone, bye!